Hey guys, welcome to my podcast. Welcome to the Kelshi podcast, where we talk about entrepreneurship, content creation, sustainability, life, love, relationships, and literally Kelshi. Today I have a remarkable guest, Aya Charaf. She is an artist, a dancer, and she also won part of Mayyas that won America's Got Talent a couple of years back, 2-3 years. How long has it been?
Almost 3.
Almost 3 years now. Oof. And yeah, so today she's going to tell us a bit about how she felt and then how was she able to get more than 50,000 followers on your socials, right?
I'm
And so
at
you're
43 now.
we're gonna share your know-how to other content creators who want to do the same. So thank you so much. The Kelshi podcast comes every Thursday, and we are starting. Thank you for coming, Aya.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so what inspired you to start dancing?
My mom. My mom just put me in a dance class at school. It was just a normal Saturday activity. And I started going every Saturday up until I joined a dance academy, which is called Zirka. Back in
Okay.
the days, it wasn't Zirka.
Okay.
It was still just the idea of a dance school coming from the founder of Zirka, which is Yanina. She's
Okay.
my dance mom. So
Okay.
both my mom and my dance mom, they just kept on pushing me to go, train, and here I am.
I love the term dance mom.
Dance mom, yeah.
But my mom put me into swimming classes, and I used to go to swimming competitions, but it didn't push me to develop a passion,
Yeah.
So what was the thing that really made you passionate about this?
I think it's just the feeling. وهو ما بيجي هيدا الإحساس مرة بس.
Okay.
It's just the constant, like you're constantly going, you're constantly doing something that you love. And then it was just a decision. I think it was a choice to just keep on doing this and nothing else because ما بعرف غير رقص.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So I didn't try like swimming. I didn't try
Okay.
like painting. I didn't try piano. I didn't try guitar. ما جربت شيء إلا
Okay.
الرقص. So هذا هو الشيء الوحيد اللي أنا كنت بعرفه وخلص قلبي دق
Okay.
بهالمحل. So it's just I kept on going.
I believe that everybody in this world has a purpose. Some have the purpose to create art. Some have the purpose to make donations to others, make probably large corporate businesses that can hire a lot of people. So whatever the purpose is for each and every person. My question is how did you find your purpose? You answered briefly, but it's the albida part that, how would you say it was triggered?
I think I'm pretty much still on a journey of exploration. I'm still exploring movement. I'm still exploring what fulfills my soul. And that is the intention for 2025 for me. I made a vow to myself and know any job, any opportunity. And when I say job, as in gigs, as in shoots, shows, maybe collabs or whatever, or anything that I do on a daily basis, if it doesn't fulfill my soul, then I don't want it.
Nice.
عملت هذا الوعد مع حالي و ever since I've been saying no to things, I'm happier. So the purpose, like it's not there yet. Like I think I'm near. بس بعد يعني I love to create, I love to choreograph, I love to dance, I love to be on stage, I love to be in front of a camera. But I think the most thing that triggered is again the feeling of fulfillment. بس بيتغير مع الوقت.
Okay. I see. And when you were younger, did you see it as a sport or as an art?
This debate started maybe when I was in high school.
Okay.
وقتها صرت إنه أسأل حالي إنه أنا عم بعمل sport أو art. What's this? أسأل. Definitely, it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
When I was young, I think I didn't know.
But what did you feel like you were doing?
When I was young, it was just I think it was art more
Okay.
than a sport because I didn't see myself as an athlete.
Okay.
And when I started treating my lifestyle, my body, my everyday habits as an athlete and an artist, هون when my dancing and my career shifted.
Okay. So let's go back to the moment where you went to America's Got Talent with the Mayyas team. First, why did you join the group specifically? Why did you join Mayyas?
There was an opportunity to join,
Okay.
and I jumped into it. I
Okay.
didn't even think twice. I just jumped into it.
Okay. So it sort of found you rather than you looking for it. That's what you're saying.
Definitely manifestation.
Okay.
Like I definitely manifested everything into my life, and of course, going there with Mayyas was also part of maybe something in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Just هيك. Yeah.
And so when you were in the US and going on stage for the first time, how did you feel?
It was back then, like looking back at 22 years old Aya and just being there in front of the team, in front of the production, seeing like the spotlight, doing something outside of your country. كله كان إحساس غير شكل for sure. But at the same time, I would say it was nerve-wracking
Okay.
and stressful. Maybe just being like having the. I think back then it was having the responsibility. Like everyone is watching. You're not doing this to you. You're doing this to a country, to a whole country.
100%. Honestly, it was a stunning performance. And before even Maya's going, I used to watch the show for years.
Yeah.
So the moment, and I know that even Mayas went with Britain's Got Talent before
Yeah,
for
I
like a
wasn't
brief
there. Yeah.
thing because they won Arab's Got Talent. There's so much beautiful things to say about it. How would you describe the chemistry and sisterhood within the group?
It's there. And if it's not there, there wouldn't be the nice show that you're watching. I
Okay.
believe, no, we reached a point where we have magic. And every dance team, like when you're growing with someone, when you're working with someone on a daily basis, بتوصل لمحل بتطلع على المسرح and just magic happens. بيكون يمكن شغلة ما عم تزبط بالتمرين. عم بعطيك example ما ضروري بس بمياس anywhere. بتكون شغلة يمكن ما عم تزبط بالتمرين بتطلع على المسرح في قدرة أنا بسميها قدرة إلهية تزبط على المسرح. I don't know, there's just some that sort of magic. So the chemistry and the sisterhood is like definitely has to be there, and it was just organically there, I would say.
Okay. Not to be displayed in a wrong way, but in my adult life, I have seen trouble, women and also men, but women having trouble to be friends with each other, and in the adult age. And that group, Mayyas, together, is honestly like creating this community around you guys. Are you grateful for that?
I don't know. I don't relate to not being friends with women.
Okay.
I do relate, like in my high school years, I was more of all my friends were
Introverted?
men.
Okay.
And then at some point, like,
So you're the total opposite of the norm. Yeah. So they.
I think because, I don't know, I just believe something when you surround yourself with dancers. I feel like dancers are more mature than normal people.
Why?
I don't know. It's just there. Like, I can be friends with a dancer that's 16 years old now, and I am.
Okay.
I'm 25, and I'm still like, I'm friends with a girl, and she's literally 17, 18, and I'm friends with her. Like, I can share my personal life with her. And trust me, if she wasn't a dancer, I wouldn't even look at like going out with her, grabbing coffee with her, opening up to her.
But don't you think that's because of the social media side of things? No?
Also,
Yeah.
like, also, I would say that. But really, I think dancers, they're just like more mature people.
Okay. Yeah, I would say like the people that put themselves out there and are not afraid for that get a huge boost into like their character
And
formation,
5 years of
etc.
experience, you just gain it, take out of nowhere.
100% is the last question about the group. If you, I know we have a lot of like Mayyas fans here, and they're very curious. So, what's something people don't see about the group dynamic?
I feel like the work that has to be put
Okay.
in, and this is something like we don't see in everything in life until we decide to be aware of it. So let's say we have a show coming up in July, we start training from Feb, which is like what, 6 months تقريبا. And like there's
How many times a week?
It depends. Sometimes it's every day. Also, like everything depends. But really, just the hard work. I mean, people like to see the end product, but they don't know like the
The
process is
process, it's tough.
there.
Yeah.
It's there, it exists, and for me, it's the most important part. Like, yeah.
So I want to get into the entrepreneur that is Aya. You're giving classes to students, right?
Yeah.
Dancing classes. I know you have a long, successful dancing career, but being a teacher is something else.
It's different.
So what inspired you to do that?
I think it was just thrown at me.
Okay.
It was thrown at me by Yanina, again, my dance mom. She just like threw it at me. She's like, okay, you have to start helping us in Zirka. You have to start teaching classes. And I started pretty early. I was 14.
Okay.
And when I decided like just teaching what I know to kids.
Okay.
And then these kids became adults. And then I found something else, which is not teaching someone how to dance, rather taking someone that has the potential and working on it. And that's my cup of tea. So
Okay.
now if you get me a beginner, it doesn't fulfill my soul to teach this beginner how to move. But if you get me already like someone who moves like a mover, and then I
Okay.
can work on like qualities, style, different dynamics, that's when like I'm like, yeah, I want that.
Okay. And like, what did you study? I never asked this before. What
I
did you?
actually did interior architecture in LAU.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to
yeah.
LAU.
Okay. And so you definitely continue doing your own thing and working on your own terms,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
So you
never
can't-
stopped dancing. I
Okay.
feel like the first thing that people said to me when I was like during high school, like deciding which major I want to go into, the first thing everyone told me was, if you do interior architecture and or anything design related, forget about dance. Literally proved them all wrong. Literally.
So you're doing both?
No.
Or no? Yeah.
No, but like
Okay.
in university, I
Yeah.
was a good student. Like I've
Nice.
never failed a class. I got it wasn't a high distinction. What was it? A distinction? No, honor.
Honor.
I was on the honors list, which is like a good GPA, and I was a dancer, like a full-time dancer. I was dancing. Of course, I was.
Were you teaching at the time?
Yeah, I was mainly teaching. I wasn't
okay.
working in the industry of like shoots and TVC and commercials and music videos and travels. I was mainly teaching and training as a dancer, but it used to take like 6 hours of my day, other than being in university for like 9 hours and not having a social life for sure.
Okay. So if I'm a mother who, or if I want to come and do dancing classes, I have my answer, but I'm asking you this for more general.
Yeah.
So why should I go with you?
Oh. Whoa. It's a hard question to answer. I'm not, because I don't want to say I'm the best out there. No one's the best. Like, but I think I can give you like I would say the purpose of dancing.
Nice.
The first thing I ask any person that comes into not my classes, like the drop-in classes, because they're different. Now we can talk about them later. But it's like if you're coming in to take private classes with me, the first thing I ask you, why are you here? Do you just want to move? Do you wanna become a better
Gotcha.
dancer? Or are you here just because you wanna have an activity on the side that like releases your tension, your stress? So, and within like every week, every session, we find like, why are you actually here? Because I had people coming
Nice.
and they just wanted to move.
Nice.
And now they're literally becoming dancers. Yeah.
Wow. So how would I think you started your dancing career with before the AGT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that like the peak? Like besides I don't know going into Hollywood on America's Got Talent, winning America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like you've reached the peak?
I don't think it's a peak. I think it's a changing point,
Okay.
I would say. Because again, looking back at it, it's like I'm in another place completely.
Definitely.
In my dance journey. I don't mean I'm going higher, no, but like my mind
Evolved.
doesn't think the same.
Yeah.
My artistry isn't the same. looking back at like the young Aya, like I want to hug her.
Okay.
Really, really, really. I'm at that place now. Maybe a year ago I wasn't there. I was
What advice would you give to your younger self?
just dance and don't worry about the outside noises
Okay.
of dancing. وحقول شي بالعربي انه ما
إيه.
تحملي حالك طاقة اكتر من ما انت قادرة تتحملي. As in or مسؤولية. Like leave Lebanon, do this, do that. You should be on camera and you should be working as a choreographer and you should be on stage and da, 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 da. And at some point I started hating dancing, not dancing itself, like hating doing dance for something that isn't for me anymore.
Okay.
And that's when I learned how to say no, how to put my effort and time into what actually would benefit me at the end. Like I changed the way I train.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, 3 years is a lot of time. You know, 3 years ago, I was starting a startup, and then 3 years later, it was خلاص طوينا الصفحة, right? So much can happen, and especially in Lebanon, so much happened.
Yeah, 100%. Like 3 years ago, I wasn't Aya that like had an idea to move to a specific music and then find like a nice location for it and then film a visual.
Okay.
I wasn't that person. Now I'm like in this era, like when I find something, I want to move. I want to see like where this music takes me. Again, a year ago, I didn't know what music is.
Okay.
In general.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like I didn't know where music could take me. Like sometimes now I listen to like one song and it takes me places where you as a viewer wouldn't see anyone or wouldn't even have imagined someone going there. So now مثلا I'm at this era of my life. And again هيدا الشيء دايما بيتغير with time.
What's next?
Just creating and dancing. Really. I don't want to say travel and leave Lebanon. I don't want to say get signed by an agency in LA or in London. I really don't want to. I just want to keep on creating and dancing. And wherever this road takes me, it's going to take me there. And I believe that it's going to take me where I want to go. It's going to take me on tour and it's going to take me to dance with this and that, with this person and that person. And at this, يعني بهيدا المسرح ومع هيدا الإنسان, it's going to take me there, but I shouldn't focus on that thing. I should focus on dancing, creating, just nurturing the athlete and the artist in me. And then let's see where it goes. And that's the beauty of it.
100%. You said something about having a goal to leave Lebanon, but you stayed, right? You're Turkish, I believe, as well, right?
Yeah, I'm half Turkish, half Lebanese.
Okay. So
let's wait. Reality check. 100% لبنانية. No. Yeah.
I actually love Turkey. You know, I've been to Turkey a bunch of times.
I think I got like some character traits and the beauty from Turkey. And yeah, that's it.
Çok güzelsin. Okay, for those who got that. Look, why didn't you leave?
Because it was hard. لأنه بوقتها إذا كان عندي the chance to leave I would have left in a heartbeat. بس كانت صعبة
متى وقتها? Was it
2021? I would say 2021 and 2023.
Okay.
هول ال 2 years اللي أنا كان بدي فل فيهم من لبنان.
Okay.
2023 was even more. 2024 was the dream, not the dream, like was this idea fading away. 2025, I'm like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
100%.
Yeah.
أحلى شيء.
100.
Plus we got a lot of positive things for the country وأنا أكيد إنه
100%. And even like, you can, like I've seen dancers dancing with, like doing what I want to do one day from their own country. الopportunity فيها تجي لعندك. فيك أنت تلحقها وفيها تجي لعندك. ما في rules. ما في regulations. So it was hard to leave, to get papers, to get a US visa, like to not only a US visa, like to get the proper work paper, to be a legal person to work there, for an agency to sign you for. هذا عم بحكيك the ultimate dream of being in LA and dancing.
Got you.
And I feel like it's something very important for all the dancers to know now in Lebanon. نحنا, my generation or like my community of dancers now, عشنا الصعب. But for whoever wants to like be a dancer and they're I don't know like 15 now and literally growing into it. يعني الطريق كتير أهين لهم.
حس انتو كسرتوا هيدا الايس.
Yes.
Really proved a whole nation plus the Middle East يعني. And you really at that moment you showed the world that the Arab world that انه لا انه في واحد يوصل لشيء with this. And I think they've never seen it before. And because it was television specifically, the mainstream media that showed you, right? I mean, we can have 100 people dancing on TikTok. It's still going to be looked as not something great, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But it was the world's biggest stage at the end of the day. So, and you guys broke it. And I'm saying thank you for you and on behalf of like all Mayyas, you know?
It's nice. It even broke like the standards, not the standards, like it broke all the restrictions we used to have, even personally with my parents, not my mom, but like, let's say with my dad, things got way easier with Mayyas in the picture. Like with, okay, you are going somewhere. So طمن باله قبل كان انه انت عم ترقصي بس لوين رايحة specifically. انه شو هيصير بعدين.
Now you're teaching dance classes, but are you never like worried about money personally?
No, because it's a job that makes you money.
Okay.
In Lebanon, anywhere. It's still the same as any other job or career. بس لأنه again ويا عنا هيدا نحن المنتاليتي إنه الفن ما بيطلع.
Yeah.
فإنه بالعكس هو technically speaking when you
الفن ليه بيطلع.
ليه بيطلع عن جد. لأنه sometimes I might do a project that is fully funded by me. Like for example, the last visual I did, like I funded this project and I did this visual. So technically speaking, I spent money on it. I didn't gain money out of it. So وقت الناس يشوفوا هيدا الشيء إنه بيقولوا إنه لكن هي عم تدفع بس هي ما عم بتطلع. بس no, I give classes. Let's say when you get a choreography job, when you get a dancer job, when you're anywhere in front of a camera, you need to get paid for that. And that's something I tell all the dancers. وكتير بشدد عليه إنه ما في شيء exposure. Exposure now is social media. ما فيكن تطلعوا on TV بmusic video ورا artist and call this an exposure. It can be an experience, yes, but not an exposure.
Yeah.
It is exposure, but not the exposure that would get you
somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. Like especially now that we have social media.
Go speak there and you will get your exposure.
You will get your exposure, exactly. Respect the artistry, respect the dancers, pay them. يعني أنا كتير I lost countless of دعايات و music videos لأنه ما اتفقنا على budget.
Okay.
Quote unquote. And I didn't see it as a project where I would say إنه بلا هالبudget إنه بلا المصاري.
Yeah. I mean that thing is changing the exposures and everything with the social media. بس إنه نصيحة كتير مهمة إنه if you're just starting, when everybody knows about you and when that happens, you have to be prepared onto like how to use it and really have a clear picture of how this is going to lead you, and will it get you to somebody else or will it actually make you some money, or you know, will you get a certain connection, or money was nothing and you want to gain nothing from it and you're just doing it for the fun. So be very clear when you get an opportunity to be on camera, to be on stage, etc. And if you just want to be famous and get exposure, تطلعوا على TikTok, تطلعوا على Instagram and start creating content.
TikTok
is that simple, yeah?
Aya Charaf.
You're not using TikTok كتير?
I like to post my lifestyle on TikTok.
Okay.
يعني when I have the time, and I like the app. I like scrolling on the app. But really, it's hard work. It's hard work. You need to have it in you. Like you need to set the intention بنهارك إنه أنت اليوم عم بتصور vlog.
Okay.
فبتاخد وقت.
Interestingly, TikTok was called ByteDance in the beginning, so it was really a platform just for people to come and show their dance moves.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And just like Instagram was this app just for photographers to put their shows, and then they deviated a bit from that, and everybody's just serving short form content. It's what works the best, but you know, I still think you know the purpose of it was for dancing in the beginning. So.
Yeah, I think so, and also by that time, a lot of like Lebanese dancers like had their moment on TikTok, or even like Arab.
Did you?
No, I don't think so. I was never a TikTok dancer. Alhamdulillah, ya Rab. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. The power of the platform is undeniable, you know.
Of
So
course. That's why again مثلا
yeah.
حلو مثلا تحط your lifestyle عليها, and I get this a lot. Like a lot of my friends, they just see me, let's say, running to get coffee in صيفي, and then they stop me and they're like ليه مستعجلة؟ بقول لهم يي ما عندي un deux trois وكان عندي هون ورايحة لهون. And then my friend, he's Joy Tassidis, he looks at me and he goes like, "As why don't you vlog this?" بيقول لي إنه حياتك كتير interesting. Like, why don't you vlog it? And I'm like, because I don't have time. Like, I'm barely running to get my coffee or my lunch. So ما عندي وقت to actually film that. So I hope one day I'll have the chance to show you guys.
You can hire something called a videographer.
تخيلك
Or ask Joy طب صورني.
حدا عم يلحقني بالنهار بضربه. Like,
Are there any new projects in the horizon?
yes, a lot.
Yeah.
So like now I'm focusing again, as I said, on my training. I was in Europe, in Greece in March. I attended a dance camp with a lot of very famous, I would say, quote unquote, choreographers and dancers. And I'm not letting that stop, like the process of me going outside to learn and to train. So هلا I have an upcoming one also in April. I'm going away also to Europe, like 2 weeks to train. And then when I get back, I am filming also a couple of visuals for my own choreographies.
Okay.
Again, I'm trying to share art. And when I say share art, I mean art, not a dance. Because that's different. كمان. So I'm trying قد ما في يكون البروجيكت كتير بيعني, لأن I've already released 2 visuals this year. One of them was called Dance With Me, one of them was called She Is Art. And so a lot of visuals coming up just because I want to start sharing to the world. I want the world to see this Lebanese dancer choreographer.
Okay.
And unfortunately, or also fortunately, I would say, because هون بيجي الدبا, we have to share on social media. يعني أنا كتير عندي رقصات بصورهم وعندي drafts of pieces I've worked on, and then I don't share them because they are so close to my heart, and I refuse to put it out there for someone to see it for free. So yeah, I mean visual. يعني عندي بعد شي 2 projets بس ما عم بلاقي أحكي عليهم publicly until they are completely 100%.
I love you to have you again when you have accomplished them, and you know we can talk about the success. آخر شيء سؤال بالعربي. إذا
يعني بدي أجاوب بالعربي.
صح. إذا بدك تعطي نصيحة واحدة لكل البنات اللبنانية اللي بدها تبلش هن يكونوا their own bosses, شو بتقولي لهم؟
أوف بالعربي كان بدي أقول just do it.
Just do it.
لا.
Both Arab English is fine. Yeah.
Jump, not do it. Jump, go, put it in your mind, hustle, work hard, but work smart, and just take it. Just let it come from your heart. That's it.
Okay. تشكري دلم.
Thank you, Rija.
Thank you so much, guys. That was Aya Charaf. Please follow the Kelshi podcast every Sunday on YouTube and Rami. And that was Paulo Khayat. Thank you so much.